Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Up-N-Runnin. Today we're going to take a look at the charging system on a '69 Dodge Super Bee, along with a few other vehicles. Hope you have fun and enjoy it. Okay guys, I'm sitting in my '69 Dodge Super Bee, and I noticed recently that I was having an issue where the battery wasn't charging as much as it should have been. What was happening is I have a modern radio in this car because I drive it all the time, and I noticed like when you'd step on the brake or turn the turn signal on or turn the headlights on, the radio would cut out. It would actually shut off and then turn back on. And I noticed that the gauge wasn't moving as much as it normally had as well. So what I decided to do was test the battery, and I noticed I was only getting about 12.6 volts at the battery. So it was telling me that something was going on and I wasn't getting the charging to the battery like I was supposed to. So we're going to take a look at that today and figure out what's going on with it. I want to apologize to you for something. I initially did this with the car running so you could actually see the numbers on the meter, but the car was so loud that you couldn't hear me talk. So I decided to just reshoot this with the car off. But basically I was checking on the terminal on the alternator, and I was getting a little over 14 volts there. And so then I moved up to the voltage regulator to the ignition side, and I was getting a little over 14 volts there as well. So at that point I pulled out my wiring diagram for this car and determined that from that point it went through the gauge. I checked the voltage at the battery and I was only getting 12.6 volts. So I knew somewhere between the battery and the voltage regulator I was losing that charge. I also tested the voltage where the battery connects to the starter solenoid and discovered there I was at 12.6 as well. So I knew between those two items I was losing that voltage, which left the gauge on the dash. So that's how I determined to go ahead and pull the cluster and to check that what was going on the back of the gauge. Alright guys, so what I did is I pulled the cluster out, and those two terminals that you see are the back of the gauge. I crossed those two terminals and I'm getting over 14 volts at the battery, so that's the issue. I'm going to need to get a new gauge. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do here is a temporary fix is I'm going to just connect those two wires onto one terminal and bypass the gauge for now, and that way I can at least still drive the car until the new gauge comes in. Alright guys, so when I was pulling that terminal off to connect the two, I discovered that it was actually loose on the housing. And so if we go out here now and take a look at it, charging like we should be. So that was the issue, just a loose connection. So glad that was super easy. Alright, we're taking this thing out for a little drive. As you can see, that gauge is showing a slight charge, which is where it should be. So before I was realizing there was a problem because it was straight up on zero, and I could tell that through some other things, like my radio would go off when the brake pedal was pushed or the turn signal was turned on. So I could tell something was going on, and that's apparently what it was. So I'm glad it was something simple and we got it taken care of. As I was putting together this video relating to the battery not charging on my car, my turn signals quit working as well. but my flashers, my four-way flashers or emergency flashers still work as well. So what I wanted to take a look at in my wiring diagram is, do I have two flasher units or not on this car? As you can see right over here is my emergency flasher unit, and then right here is my turn signal flasher unit. So that answers that question. I need to find the turn signal flasher unit, and I'm kind of suspecting that that may be the culprit. So I'm going to go out there and take a look. I found the flasher unit. It was tucked up under the dash right there. So I'm going to try to set the camera down here. And I'm going to try a different unit and see. Alright, that one is blinking fairly fast. I'm going to see what it looks like on the car. So that appears like it was our problem. It doesn't seem to be very bright though. Let me check and see what it looks like in the front. It doesn't look too bad there. I'm going to say that one's not quite ideal. Let me see what else I got here. That one's kind of fluttering. None of these are the same part number as the one I pulled out, so it may be that I just need to order one that's the correct part number. I don't like that either. I'll try one more. That one's not doing anything. So I think for now I'm going to stick this one in, and I'm going to see if I can order one, a 322, and hopefully that'll take care of it. I'm glad again that was hopefully something real easy, just a matter of getting the correct unit. I ran down to the shop to see if Ed had one in his supply, and I stuck another one in, and let's give it a try. It came out of a Suburban, actually. I just pulled it out of a vehicle down here. It appears to be blinking there. I don't know if you can see it. It appears to be blinking there. We got a nice blink there. Let's try the front. That's working really well. Let's just double check. We'll try the other side real quick. It's blinking there nice. I don't know if you can see it out on the fender blinking or not, but it's blinking there. We'll run to the back. Blinking there. And we got a nice blink there. Success. Again, no cost. Alright guys, we're going to get out of here for a little while. I'm glad that Super Bee was an easy fix and we didn't have to spend any money on it. What we're going to do this afternoon is we're going to go take a look at a 1983 Hurst Olds. Unfortunately, the car's been sitting outside for a while. It's a low-mile car. It's only got about 51,000 miles on it, but hopefully it's good enough and we can make a deal on it and bring it home. Alright guys, here's that 83 Hurst Olds that I was talking about. there's the lightning rods. $51,397 miles. It's a real nice car underneath. It's all solid floors and everything. It's been 5 to 8 years since it's been run. Even a little longer since it's been actually out on the road driving. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell right next to the subscribe button, and click the like on this video. That'll help me out a lot. My wife always tells me, you need to put something in the video that these guys' wives will enjoy. So here's my boy Luke. To another episode of Up-N-Runnin. Today we're going to look at the charging. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Up-N-Runnin. Today we're going to take a look at a chart. Hey guys, I apologize. I actually recorded this initially when I was doing the troubleshooting on it, and my wife always tells me I should put something in the videos. My wife always tells me I should put something in. Can't talk today. My wife always tells me I should put something in the videos that the wives will like as well. So here's my boy, Luke.